Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Easy Website Builder tutorial. In this lesson, we're going to talk about stripes and how to import stripes and use them to build our website. But before we start the lesson, we would like you to understand what a stripe is. Now, this gray section here, the header section that we've already done, is one stripe. Below the header section is another stripe. The stripe is separated by two blue lines, which of course won't be visible when your site is published. But in the editor mode, you have the differentiation so that you can make out where the stripe starts and where it ends. So this is the image header slide stripe, and you have the contents here, and which we've already done, headline and subheadline and the image. Now let's look at the original site, and they have this header stripe. Below that they have the image stripe. We've already done that. And then they have another stripe, which is these templates that they've showcased, with a headline here which says hundreds of stunning templates and combinations to choose from. So we will design this stripe now in this lesson. So in order to import a stripe, what we have to do is click on this blue plus sign here. Now there are two blue plus signs. So if you want to import a stripe here, then you could import it from by clicking here as well. But since we want to do the stripe at the bottom of the image, so we will click this plus sign here to open a whole gallery of stripes options which are there in the left panel, and we will choose the services. You could of course explore what each of these sections will have. They have hundreds of these stripes, but we will choose the services section for this lesson. And since this is the start of the services section, we've just clicked the services menu, so we won't have anything on the left, so we will have something on the right. So we'll click the right, and we will use this stripe which has a heading, an underline, another subhead, and 4 images. Of course, we will not need 4 because the original site only has 1, 2, and 3. So we will have to do some configuration to see that we are back to 3. So let's import this stripe into our editor. So to import, we will once again click the plus green button here and wait for a little while, and voila, the stripe is right there in the section that we wanted, just below the header image. The editor says apply website style. We say yes, because all the fonts and everything else will be as per the website style. So we apply that style. And the first thing that we do is we look at the original site, and they only have one headline and no subhead. So we will remove the subhead first. So to remove, we have to click there once and go to the bottom where it says remove, the red cross mark here. So we'll click, and the services section only remains. The subhead line goes away. We will now change the services line here to hundreds of stunning templates and combinations to choose from. So we will go ahead and click here and edit title, and we will write in all caps hundreds of stunning templates and combinations to choose from. And there we are. As you can see, the bottom bar underlying the header has also increased in size, exactly the size of the original site. So we've done that part. Now we have to reduce these 4 images and make it 3. So to do that, we'll click on one of the images and click on the remove cross red mark that we have here. So we'll click remove, and it will ask whether we want to only remove the image and leave the headline and the bar there, or we want to remove the entire section. Since we want to remove the entire section, we will say yes please, and there we are. So we have now 3 images, much of the same size as the original site. So we are there, except that it has these headlines. So let's remove these headlines. So we click here and click remove, and it asks remove from all items, which means do we want to remove this, the one next, and this one as well? Since we want to do that, we say yes please. Otherwise we could have clicked no, item only, but we don't need that now. So we have these 3. Now let us click one of these images and replace the image. I already have the images there with me, so we will say maybe the first one is this, and the next one is the one with the camera, and the third one is the one, let's check that, one with the food. So we'll choose the one with the food, and then if you check the side, there is no hover, but whereas when we do it, we place the mouse here and it automatically hovers. So what we need to do is click this blue gear mark, and then we click on effects, and we click on hover effects, and we clear all the effects. That's it, the hover effect is gone. So we manipulate the item height again to show the entire item. I guess we have more or less done it. A little less maybe. 0.9. This is a matter of adjustment. There we are. So we have done, we can get rid of this now. We have done one part of the second stripe of the original site. We will have to import 3 more images here. So to do that, we will import one more stripe, but of the same type. So we go to services and click the stripe that we want. Now you could have done that without the stripe as well, but it is always better to have more stripes, because in case you want to change any element, you don't need to change the entire stripe, but only change the element. So it is always advisable that you have more stripes in your design so that you can have more flexibility whilst changing. Let's click yes please here once again. Now we have one more content coming up here below the 3 images. However, we don't need that. So we click here and remove. We click here and remove. We click here and remove. And there we are. But we have 4, so we know how to remove the 4th one. So we will click and remove and say yes please. We'll click here and remove and also say yes please. So there we have 3 of these images. Now we will replace the 3 images with the ones that are there in the original Amazingly Italian Dining House. So we will use this. There we are. We'll check the next one, Kapoor. And so we will do this and replace image. And the third one is the one with this orangish background. click here once and we replace the image. There we are. We have to adjust the height, which we will do with the blue gear sign. So item height will be, I guess, 1. And let us check. Yes, we've achieved the right size. So there we are. So we are done for this stripe. It's so easy. Can't imagine a website being made so fast and so smoothly. So let's click publish. And in the next tutorial, we will discuss about importing a video stripe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.